We are working with our community to keep building our future, our Hawkesbury. This is our Hawkesbury. These are the people building our future, our Hawkesbury. These are the people who are our Hawkesbury. These are our Hawkesbury. And these, and these, and these. These people have helped to create our vibrant city with a rural feel. I'm Bruce, and I'm part of our Hawkesbury, part of the connected community who make up the Hawkesbury. Hawkesbury City Council has been busy connecting with our Hawkesbury, with people just like you and me. We've been meeting our community at our events. When we gather together, it is a great way to build relationships and create strong communities. On a warm winter's day in July, people came out in their thousands to celebrate at Hawkesbury Fest at Governor Phillip Park. We all enjoyed the festive atmosphere at our new inclusive playground. Children crawled through the brick smugglers' tunnel, over the sandstone bridge, and caught yabbies, like our local Darrig people did along the Hawkesbury River. Over 5,000 people came to celebrate Christmas in our vibrant town centre. We worked with the Windsor Business Group to light up Windsor. Australia Day on the Hawkesbury was the place to be on a sweltering January afternoon. G'day to the emergency services who came to support our community. The night ended with a bang. There were fireworks on the river. We worked with the local police to keep our seniors safe. We celebrated Hawkesbury young people at Youth Fest. Our future leaders enjoyed a morning tea with the Mayor, and our preschools shone like the sun at the launch of Council's solar program. We stood with our LGBTI community on Ida Hobbit Day. We communicate with you in so many ways, and we want to continue to do more. At our remodelled customer service centre, we've made it easier to engage with you. Using our new online forms, you can log your requests quickly and conveniently from your device. If you like us on Facebook, you can hear all about what we are doing, our programs, our planned works and upcoming events. You can leave a comment or a private message and we will respond. By jumping onto Your Hawkesbury, Your Say on our website, you can tell us exactly what you think about the projects we are planning. Read our community report that has a fresh new look. Save some paper and receive it online with our electronic rates notice. Just tick the box. At our recent public meetings on key infrastructure projects, you have told us what is important to you. We will continue to come to you in your towns and villages to hear what you have to say about your local community. Or you can come to us in the council chambers. There is a council meeting every second Tuesday evening. You can hear what our elected members have to say, and it's your chance to have your say on what's being discussed on the night. If you don't want to leave your lounge room, why don't you listen to the podcasts of the council meeting from our website? It will keep you in touch with the council. At the first council meeting every year, we hold a smoking ceremony. Auntie Edna Watson, our Darrig elder, and her granddaughter, Crystal Mervyn, offered a very moving welcome to country on the eve of Australia Day. Seniors from our Aboriginal community meet at our community nursery for social gathering. We are building a bush tucker garden at our museum. This work and these relationships have given us a solid foundation on which to build our first Reconciliation Action Plan. Council is proud of the work that we are doing with our Aboriginal community. We celebrate NAIDOC Week and commemorate Sorry Day at Macquarie Park. We have been working with the Royal Life Saving Society and the police to educate our community about water safety. We took the opportunity to share their message at our community pool party at Richmond Pool. The health of our river is something we are taking seriously. We have developed a water quality monitoring program to assess the health of the river system up and down the Hawkesbury. Our Wetlands Group is working with the University and the Hawkesbury Environment Network to monitor the success of our T-angler bins along the Hawkesbury, like this one here at Pew's Lagoon. These bins are used to collect the fishing line left behind on the banks. At the South Windsor Treatment Plant, we have improved our technology and created some great efficiencies, saving electricity and the amount of chemicals we use. This has established a baseline for ongoing future improvements. We've been working with our community to make sure they are aware of responsible pet management. Don't forget to microchip your pet or enter their details onto the New South Wales Pet Register. The Visitor Information Centre is a great place to drop in and discover the Hawkesbury. Locals and visitors alike know that the river is just the beginning. Plane spotting from the Visitor Information Centre is a popular pastime. The RAF base has an important place in the historical identity of the Hawkesbury. Council and our community have strong connections with the RAF. They hosted the Council Business Meet and Greet last year in the officers' mess. Local businesses were treated to a tour of the base and a seat in a Hercules. Our most recent business meet and greet was hosted by the Hawkesbury District Agricultural Association. The networking event saw local businesses come along to the Showbag Pavilion showground. We were treated to a display of wood choppers, hot rods and dog agility. We heard from the Hawkesbury Citizen of the Year, Ross Matheson, the President of the Hawkesbury District Agricultural Association. Ross has served our community for more than 40 years. The Hawkesbury Show is the biggest event that the Hawkesbury holds every year. This year, Council sponsored the iconic event. In 2019, Council had a new location and a bigger tent. We had the opportunity to showcase many of the key projects Council has been delivering on this year: sustainability, heritage, and we also gave away free drink bottles to use at our water stations. This year we had lots of Council volunteers helping out at the tent. We have recently launched our volunteer program. If you'd like to be a volunteer with Council, why don't you register? Once a month, our volunteer bush care groups work across the Hawkesbury to improve our natural environment. They also volunteer at the Hawkesbury Community Nursery. If you are a resident, drop in on a Wednesday and find the best native plant for your garden. Local ladies gathered 8,000 poppies, crocheted by the crafters of the Hawkesbury and beyond as a tribute to the 100th anniversary of Remembrance Day. The specular poppies are on display at the Deer Oven Centre. For the last 35 years, Council has been supporting the Sister City program. Volunteers from the Hawkesbury Sister City Association have been organising student exchanges between Kiotamba in Japan and Temple City in California. This year was the 30th anniversary of the Sister City relationship between Kiotamba and the Hawkesbury. We celebrated at the Regional Gallery. The Hawkesbury is a special place and volunteerism is important to our community. The list of volunteer groups is long. There is the RFS, the SES, the Country Women's Association, the Rotary and Lions and so many more. Philip and Betty have served our community for many years as volunteers and were recognised in 2019 as the Volunteer of the Year. Do you know anyone worthy you could nominate? Sherry from the McDonald Valley Association received the 2019 Local Hero Award. We met her when we were baling for our backyard. Baling for Our Backyard has been a program Council has been running for the last 6 months, where we've been selling reduced price silage grown at our McGrath's Hill treatment plant to assist our drought affected farmers. Council recently went out to visit one of our communities of the McDonald Valley at St Albans who are feeling the impact of the drought. The day was a wonderful opportunity for us to meet the locals and celebrate the projects we've been working on, like the upgrade of the tennis courts and the park and the works on McDonald Road, Wollombi Road and Espy Street. We are trying to create sustainable Hawkesbury. We have been installing solar panels on the roofs of 12 of our buildings, saving a whopping 700 kilowatts of electricity. The program was launched at the South Windsor Family Centre, a reminder that the generations of the future will be the ones to benefit from the saving in greenhouse emissions. There are now drinking water stations in our parks and public spaces, with more to come. A community recycling centre at the waste management facility is where we collect problem wastes in one location and send them off-site for recycling and different industrial uses. Waste is important to our community. The inaugural Second-Hand Saturday event was so popular with 72 garage sales registered. The Waste to Art competition is in its 5th year and the War on Waste workshop series are so popular. Our libraries are special places, somewhere to borrow books or a quiet place to study, but you can also learn to knit, watch a movie, hear a story or learn to use your smartphone. Have you been along to our gallery recently? There were more than 20 exhibitions held this year. Did you see one? We also run so many great programs to bring art alive. The kids can come to art after school, or you can come along to a jewellery making class. Our Aboriginal and European heritage is important to our community. Come out to the Australiana Pioneer Village and you can experience the past. We are working with the state government to get grant funding to help us enhance and maintain our heritage. While we have been building relationships, connecting and creating resilient communities through our programs and events, we have also been building those important physical connections across our networks to help our community get around. We have carried out works on hundreds of kilometres of roads this year by reconstructing, resealing or grading. We have started our new program of sealing high priority gravel roads. We have started Ferry Road at South Windsor and sections of Upper McDonald Road, Wollumbai Road and all of Espy Street at St Albans. We've continued to grade our rural roads with 4 graders going flat out for the last 6 months. Many of our roads right across the Hawkesbury have been upgraded. There was work on Spinks Road in Glossadia, Tennyson Road at Tennyson, Colonial Drive at Blythe Park, Teviot Street at Richmond, Grace River Road at Grocewold, Ham Street at South Windsor, Cornwallis Road at Cornwallis, Terrace Road at Fremantle, Mount Lagoon Road at Bilpin, McGrath Road at McGrath's Hill, and at Oakville we created a safer environment for traffic on Old Stockbridge Road. Have you ridden a bike or taken a walk along the new pathway at Berger Road? What about the skate park at Clarendon? Have you tried out the new surface on the ramp yet? We have been working on our footpaths, particularly around Windsor and Richmond. At South Windsor, we have done a lot of work on our connections. The Oasis Aquatic and Leisure Centre at South Windsor is one of our best community assets. 1,300 of us are members. Whether you swim laps, go to the gym or have kids in squads, it's certainly a popular place. The whole precinct is great. There is the off-the-leash dog park and everyone can enjoy the new playground just opposite. Another inclusive play space built for our community with an accessible flying fox and swing, a town centre and church ruins for imaginative play. Town centres, particularly those in Windsor, Richmond and South Windsor, have been and will continue to be the focus of much of our work. The $18 million received from the government to spend over the next 3 years will help us master plan the sites. There are plans afoot for murals in laneways and the refurb of business facades. Watch this space. We have to keep up the building maintenance with an air conditioner at Fire Control, pool heat pump at the Oasis and a new roof over the kennels at the Companion Animal Shelter. The tennis courts at Pitt-Town, Colo and St Albans have all had a facelift. The Pitt-Town Association came out to give the new surface a test run. We have done work on many of our playgrounds and parks, Ham Common and Fat Albert, the footpath around McMahon's Park, new barbecues and shelters at Governor Phillip Park, and work underway at McQuaid Park to rebuild the pond. Our cemeteries, like this one at St Albans, are being restored, council and volunteers working together. So at council this year, we've been building, maintaining, repairing right across our community. We have been future planning, approving your development applications and regulating important issues for our community. Over the next 12 months, we will be working to keep delivering on projects. We have created a program of gravel road sealing with work programmed on Old East Currajong Road at East Currajong, Stanix Park Road at Ebenezer, Old Hawkesbury Road at Vineyard and Shepherd's Road at Freeman's Reach. We will be upgrading and improving the road surface and drainage on Wallace Road at Vineyard. We are planning a new food festival in Richmond celebrating our agricultural origins. We are working with our community to keep people building our future, our Hawkesbury. This is our Hawkesbury.